Fraser Rodgers here in the Penticton Vees team hotel ahead of game two of the Fred Page Cup final against Surrey, joined by one of the newest members of the Vees, Eli McKamey. Eli, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, beautiful day it looks like there on Vancouver Island in Cowichan Bay as you probably are just probably getting a little settled after a whirlwind day yesterday, I'm sure. Just what's your reaction, first and foremost, Eli, about being the first player granted exceptional status in BCHL history?
Yeah, well, obviously I'm super honored and proud of myself and humbled. And I'm grateful to be given this opportunity. My family has helped me a lot through it all. Especially my dad just, taking calls and all this stuff. I thank them a lot for that. And obviously just kind of calming down here after a crazy day yesterday. So just excited for what's to come and to be given this opportunity.
What's the reaction been like for you? I'm sure there's been lots of calls and text messages pouring in from family, friends, and teammates.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously, it's great to see all the support and people excited for me. And so that's obviously humbling. And yeah, lots of family members, teammates, friends, that kind of thing. Old coaches. So yeah, it's great to see them reaching out, and I'm happy that they're happy for me. So yeah.
Have you had a chance to let it digest that you've made BCHL history already?
I don't think I've had a chance to let it digest, to be honest. I think it's still a little new to me. Like I haven't soaked it in yet. And I mean, obviously, I don't think I've understood what it really means yet. I mean, it's obviously soaking in a bit now, but it's pretty surreal to have this opportunity.
And you've had options for development pass at your age, a player that has a lot of attention already. Why'd you choose the BCHL?
Yeah, so I feel like I've always pushed myself moving up levels. I played up the last couple of years, and I feel like to be able to push myself and keep my options open. The BCHL is the best path. Obviously, I wasn't prepared to sign a WHL contract, and I'm still exploring the NCAA option and WHL, and I'm just like in between right now, right? So I think that the year in the BCHL is a good in between year to maybe like get some more answers and tour some schools and get ready for to make a decision. But it's a good, highly competitive. Obviously it's keep my options open, so that's the main reason.
And you're wearing your V's hat right now. So what stands out for you? Why did you want to be a Penticton V?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously they have a great history in developing players and winning and being successful. And I've toured there a few times, and I love the coaching staff, the facilities, the people, the team, just the culture. I love everything about it. I love Penticton. I've been up there quite a bit for hockey. I love the town. And then obviously the biggest thing is just development, right? I know they have a great history of developing good players, so that's the biggest thing that stands out for me.
Yeah, not a stranger to Penticton or the SUEC with the Canadian Sports School Hockey League with the championships there every year. You
Yeah.
you played with Shawnigan Lake Prep. Recap for us your season playing the U18 level as a 14-year-old. Very impressive. How'd your past season go?
Yeah, it was fun. We had a fun team, great culture. Everybody loved each other. It was very close. I had the opportunity to play with a couple great players on my line. We had a fun year that way. We we had an interesting year. Some ups and downs. We got a chance to go to the Max tournament too, at Calgary, so that was a good highlight for us. But in the playoffs, it just lost one big game, and it kind of lost our shot at it just from that. But we had a fun year. We're all proud of ourselves, and it was a good jump for me too to be able to push myself.
Yeah, impressive numbers for you at that level, at the U18 level. How would you describe yourself as a player? There's a lot of scouting reports out there that talk about not just being a scorer, but a two-way type of player. How would you describe yourself in your own words?
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty close. I think I'm a hardworking guy too that can go to the dirty areas, grind it out in the corners. But I also think I have a good scoring touch around the net. Go to where you need to score. I think I see the ice really well. I can dish the puck, that kind of thing, and I think I'm quick too, right? Like I can
Mhm.
beat guys wide. I can make moves in tight. So kind of just an all around guy that you can kind of like. I like to be like the guy that can be like the clutch guy too. Like I like to have that pressure on me too. I feel like I perform better in big games. But yeah, just hardworking, physical, strong, fast. Um, play the game with high pace. And I love to score, love to win. So it's the big things.
Fans love goals. And speaking of how you play, is there players that you look up to, guys that maybe the NHL level that you like to pattern yourself after?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say there's one player. Instead, I try and pick from lots of guys' games. To make my own unique self. But if I were to pick one guy that's, I'd say my favorite player, it'd be McKinnon. I just
Mhm.
love how competitive he is. He's a dog out there. And I try and take some of that to my game. Obviously, I'm not on his level, but I just like to bring that side of it into my game too.
And lastly, Eli, if Bees fans are obviously going to be watching this interview, what would you like to say to them? As you're probably pretty excited to get to Penticton for training camp in the late summer.
Yes, I can't wait to come up there and hopefully have a fun year and win a lot. I'm excited for what's to come. I'm excited to be a part of the Penticton family and yeah, let's go.